Amin was strong, athletic. He had good skills on the rifle range. He was known to be ruthless, which good soldiers are. You've got to be.
Were recruited into the King's African Rifles to help the British maintain order. They were essentially the muscle behind the colonial establishment.
Once a land of free tribal peoples and proud ancient kingdoms, Uganda has been a British protectorate since 1894. The British maintain full control of the country, occupy its best lands with white settlers, and exploit its vast natural resources. Under colonial rule, Africans like Idi Amin are condemned to a life with almost no political or economic power.
The colonial powers thought that Africans were inferior to all white people. They were seen as being particularly primitive, unable to look after themselves or rule themselves. Amin very much grew up within that system.
Amin is from a small tribal group called the Kakwa, part of Uganda's Muslim minority. And as an African, Amin can strive to become a sergeant major, but he can never be commissioned as an officer. In spite of these disadvantages, he is determined to exceed expectations, break barriers, and rise through the ranks as far as he can.
Amin was always thinking about ways that he could get ahead.
Idi Amin, when I joined the battalion, was a very junior soldier then, and although he was illiterate, virtually no education at all, he made a mark for himself extremely quickly. Amin was strong, athletic. He had good skills on the rifle range. He was known to be ruthless, which good soldiers are. You've got to be.
People who knew him as a child said that he was very violent. And in fact, he would get into these punching matches with other children. And one of his former childhood friends said that there were times that if they had not intervened to break up the fight, Amin would have killed the other child.
But it's in the colonial army that Amin learns how to harness violence and use it to advance his own interests. It's a lesson he will apply time and again on his path to dictatorship.
Violence is extremely important to almost any dictator because it can be used as an opportunity to not only consolidate their hold over power, to also get rid of opposing forces, to get rid of external threats.
Amin's use of violence was not mindless, it was measured. And the object was always to keep the hold on power.
In 1953, Amin will get an opportunity to use violence as a way to launch his rise to power.